Hi, I am Uchakwa, and today I will be taking you through rationalizing the denominator. Rationalizing, sorry, just move that. Today we will be doing rationalizing the denominator. The principle of rationalizing the denominator is to remove in the suds the irrational numbers in the denominator. For example, if we have a question of 6 divided by root 3, a root 3 is an irrational number, but what we have to do is to change a root 3 into a rational number in the denominator. So in most cases, what we do from here, we multiply by the same number on the numerator and the denominator. And the number that we can multiply root 3 with to get a rational number in the denominator is, for example, root 3 divided by root 3. So we have added something in the equation, but it doesn't really change the equation because root 3 divided by root 3 is equals to 1. So we just added something, but we didn't change anything in it. Then from here, a root 3 multiplied by a root 3, in such form, it will be 6 multiplied by root 3, it will be 6 root 3 divided by a root 3 multiplied by a root 3, it will be 3 multiplied by 3. Right. And from here, the next step that we do is we have 6 root 3 divided by root 3 multiplied by 3, it's actually equals to 9, of which now we have a root 3 at the root of 9 at the denominator. We already know what a root of 9 is. Then it's 6 root 3 divided by a root of 9 is equals to 3. Then we have 6 divided by 3, which gives us 2. Okay, then 6 divided by 3 gives us a 2. We are left with 2 root 3. Now we have rationalized the denominator. A quick recap: if we have a question 6 divided by root 3, what we have to do, we have root 3 is an irrational number, so we have to change a root 3 into a rational number in the denominator. So if a 6 divided by root 3, the number that we can multiply the denominator and within the denominator and the numerator with to rationalize the denominator, it's root 3 divided by root 3. We added something in the equation, but we didn't change it because we just multiply by 1, so it doesn't make any difference in the equation. Then here we will have 6 multiplied by root 3, it will be 6 root 3, and root 3 multiplied by root 3, it will give us root 9, of which we know root 9 is equals to 3. Then a 6 divided by 3, which will give us 2. Now our answer is 2 root 3. We have irrationalized the denominator. Okay, we have 2 ways of rationalizing the denominator. Let's look at another equation. A question like 8 divided by a cube root of 2. 8 divided by a cube root of 2. With a question like this, a cube root of 2 is an irrational number. What we have to do, we have to rationalize the denominator so that we can be left with a rational number in the denominator. Alright, what we have to do is a cube root of 2. It's a number with decimal. So what we have to do from here, to get a cube root of something, we have to multiply with a cube root of 2 divided by a cube root of 2 again, and again a cube root of 2 multiplied by a cube root of 2 is still an irrational number. So what we have to do, we have to add a cube root of 2 in the equation. Now a cube root of 2 multiplied by a cube root of 2 multiplied by a cube root of 2, it gives us a cube root of 8. And from there we can actually, a cube root of 8, we know that it's equals to 2. Now we would have rationalized the denominator. We have added something in the equation, 2 things in the equation, but we haven't changed anything in the equation because this divided by that is equals to 1, and the same goes with that, it's equals to 1. So we just multiply by 1, which doesn't make much of the difference. It doesn't make any of the difference in the equation that we have. Then from here we are left with 8 multiplied by 2 cube root of that, it will be 3. 2 multiplied by 2 there, which would be a cube root of 4. And then when we come to the denominator, it will be 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, which will be 2 multiplied by 2 will be 4, multiplied by another 2, it will be 8. Now we have 8, a cube root of 4, and divide by a cube root of 8. We already know that a cube root of 8 is equals to 2. Then we will be left with 8 cube root of 4 divided by 2, of which 8 divided by 2 is equals to 4, and with a cube root of 4 on the other side. Now we have rationalized the denominator. We can actually go further from here, which is 4 multiplied by 4 into 1 over 3, and then add, now we go back to the rules of exponent. We are multiplying exponents of the same base, then we add the exponents. It will be 4 into 1 plus 1 over 3. That's our answer. Then to go further, it will be 4 into that multiplied by that, it will be 3 plus 1, it will be 4 over 3, exponent of 4 over 3. Now we have rationalized the denominator. Another way of rationalizing the denominator, which is the last thing that I will show you on this section. If we have fraction which has a denominator, for example, of a plus b, a square root of a plus b in the plus a square root of b in the denominator, what we have to do with equations like that is we have to, let's say for example, our equation is c divided by a square root of a plus a square root of b. A square root of b. Now a square root of a plus a square root of b is an irrational number. What we have to do with equations like this, we multiply the numerator and the denominator with a square root of a minus a square root of b, divide by square root of a minus the square root of b. We have added something into the equation, as I've already said, but it doesn't make much of a difference because we just multiply by 1. Then from here in the numerator we'll have c multiplied by square root of a minus c multiplied by square root of b, and in the denominator, if we multiply the 2, which is a square root of a plus a square root of b, open brackets, a square root of a minus a square root of b, we will have that. But then a square root of a multiplied by that, it will be, if I can just take out the denominator only to solve it, it will be a square root of a multiplied by square root of a is a, and the square root of a multiplied by square root of b, it will actually subtract with the square root of b multiplied by square root of a. Then we will only be left with a square root of b, and the square root multiplied by square root of b, which will be a minus b. Then our equation here, we are left with c square root of a minus c square root of b divided by a minus b. Now we have rationalized the denominator. We are left with a rational number in the denominator. A quick recap: if we have in the denominator a square root of something plus a square root of something, what we do, we multiply the numerator and the denominator with the square root of a minus the square root of b. We only, if you can just check something, we only change the sign. This was a positive and this side is a negative. If it was a negative here, then it was going to be a positive there. That's what we multiply with. We didn't change anything in the equation because we just multiplied by 1. Alright, from there, numerator, it will be c multiplied by square root of a minus c multiplied by square root of b. And in the denominator, when we multiply out, we will be left with a minus b, which is our answer. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this session, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow to our YouTube channel, Maths XYZ, so that you can get more videos when we upload. Thank you.